this Tipperary outfit are a very good team. I'm telling you, I thought they deserved to win. Do you know, they should have deserved to win the All Ireland this year. They were desperately unlucky. If you look at the profile of the Tipperary team, they're young. Do you know, so they have that youth and enthusiasm that comes with it behind them. I'd say if you look at the progress of the development of the Tipperary team now, I'd say kind of they're not looking at Munster Championship anymore. Like, they have their sights, you know, set on the All Ireland next year. Where Cork, I think we're probably at a different learning, you know, stage. If we could manage to win a Munster Championship game, that'd be a great bonus for us, because we've lost the last 3 years. We've lost our championship games and we've ended up in the back door. So if we could stay in the Munster Championship and get to the Munster final, that'd be great. That'd be a great start for us next year.
You know, coming into next year's championship, people are going to talk about Kilkenny, Tipperary, and probably Galway. But when it comes to All Ireland winners, he probably won't be mentioned. Does that fire you on?
Look, it's going to be a factor, but it's not going to be a major factor. Yeah, you know, people be talking, that Cork will probably fall in, behind the other big guns, but like, that'll suit us grand, because look, the only thing we can govern is not what people are saying about us, but about ourselves. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the key. Whatever we can kind of get sorted within our dressing room and kind of within the training ground ourselves or whatever, we know the sky's the limits for ourselves then, like, you know, that we can undertake any task, like, once we get like our own side of the things in order. All we can do now is just take it, you know, one step at a time in 2010 and basically look for like kind of small indicators on the way, like, that can progress us further. And we'll be measuring ourselves against that, and if we can, bit by bit, kind of achieve the small targets, well then, the bigger targets will, come after that or fall into place.
Obviously, Sean Og, with a proper winter preparation behind you, I mean, if I was to ask you, do you think there really is an All Ireland still left in this Cork team? I
firmly believe there is. I firmly believe if the Ola guys and the panel, can get another couple of extra % from themselves and recapture up kind of like, previous form, and with the young fellas coming in with another year's development behind them, they're a year faster, stronger, fitter. I reckon with that balance and mix, that we can go places next year, and we'll take it one step at a time. As I said before, grand the All Ireland final, if we get there, that's the long term goal. But like short term goals, if we can get good winter's training done, go at it in the National League and take every game, and try and win every one of those games and get to the National League final. There'll be small indicators along the way, but I firmly believe, and that's probably one of the reasons why that I'm getting involved myself. If I am given the chance to get involved, because I reckon there is something there. Yeah.
Cork hurling, Sean Og. Obviously, we haven't a minor All Ireland since 2001. Under 21 All Ireland since you were involved yourself back in '98. So I mean, that is worrying from that perspective. But do you think the players are still there? The young players are still there to push on and contribute to an All Ireland winning team?
Yeah, I agree. It's a worrying fact. We haven't dominated underage as much as we should or we could. Okay, you mentioned we haven't won a minor in 21, in nearly 10 years, and kind of in both of those codes or whatever. Even though I do know the minors, our minors did compete in 1 or 2 finals, but unfortunately didn't win. Looking back in my own situation, it does help when you come up through the grades winning an All Ireland minor or 21, because it gives a player great confidence that he can compete at that level. We have good young fellas coming in. Unfortunately, they haven't come on the back of kind of underage success. However, that's not the be and end all. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I reckon if we could get these fellas to kind of just experience one big good result at senior level, it could change things around or whatever. But yeah, look, we're not going to solve you and me talking about the poor underage form that we've had over the last 10 years or whatever. I think that probably has to be, that has to be kind of looked elsewhere or whatever, and probably look at the underage structures and how we're developing guys and so forth. That's going to be another day's work. But Cork always produce good young players or whatever. It'd be more helpful, like, if there were, you know, if you could come out of your underage and say, yeah, I'm a winner, I know what it takes to win, you know, in All Ireland. I've done that with the Cork minors, you know, with the 21s. It just steals your mind more. But look, that's not the case. But it's not, you know, like it wouldn't be the being and then all, but it would help. But look, it is what it is, and we have to drive on.
Oh, you already mentioned, Sean Og, that you are signing up for next year, and I suppose as soon as every player turns 30, people are waiting for him to hang up his boots. But do you see yourself going on for much longer than beyond next year?
I love to go on for the next 10 years, but look, I know physically and probably mentally it's not possible. I'm not going to look any further than next year. I'm just going to give next year a good rattle, give it a good go. You know, provided I keep injury free and kind of that I do hold up my own and, you know, put in the performances like for the team and for Cork and for Dennis Walsh's management team. I'll see how I am at the end of next year, but I'll just take it 1 year at a time. And I think I feel in my position, that's all you could look at anyway, you know, no further than that.
Just want to ask you as well, Sean Og, about obviously the man who's been in the headlines the past couple of weeks, Donald Cusack, bringing out his autobiography. He's obviously been very brave and courageous, and as a close friend of yours, I'm sure you're very proud of the way he's conducted himself over the last couple of weeks.
Incredible. I mean, I don't think I'm going to do him justice by, you know, the words that I'm going to have to say about him here, because like you can't. I probably need a day to kind of really explain the person that he is and the inspiration that he is. Like, okay, among some quarters, he's not liked. You know, unfortunately, he's just not liked. But like, having played with him since under 14, I do know. I like to feel I'm in a position that I do know him well. Do you know what I mean? I've played and kind of soldier many a day with him, like, and, you know, on the battlefield, and, you know, we've won All Irelands and we've lost All Irelands, and, you know, we've trained together, like, I know, countless times or whatever. So I do understand kind of what makes, you know, the man tick and what keeps him going, and, you know, the dedication and the drive that he has. He's just an inspiration to all the other players. I've met a lot of good, meticulous kind of, you know, trainers in my time. You know, people training, but like probably none better than him or whatever. And yeah, for him to come out about his personal life, you know, it was a big call. But look, literally, look, in the end of the day, you are who you are, and basically, from a friend that's known him like since 1991 and has soldiered him, all that I can do is support him 110%, because like literally, if I was in the same situation, he'd do the same thing. And if you just take outside Donald, the hurler or whatever, he's a decent individual, and like literally he's put his head on the block for other people and teammates, and is the most unselfish person you know you can meet in a team environment. And literally, what matters is, look, whether he's gay or not, look, that's immaterial. What matters is he puts in the performances week in, week out, and he's a decent guy, and that stands for an awful lot. And that's why myself and, you know, a lot of our teammates, like, support him because of that. Sure, he knows, I've said it many times, but like, seeing that it's out now about his personal life, you know, we wish him the very best of luck wherever that takes him. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure he probably doesn't know where that's going itself, but like, we wish him the best of luck, and he knows all we can do is support, and he knows he has our phone numbers. He can contact us anytime. You know, we're more than willing to help him out, because like literally, he's done that to myself and other players like for 10+ years, like, so.